One of the pushbacks I believe I hear occasionally is, well, with AI nowadays, it is definitely speeding up tasks and it's good for admin stuff, but you can't take away the human element. And if it's going all the way to booking, you're taking away the human element, and that's how we're going to stay competitive because you're still getting to talk to Mabel who answers the phone or whoever.
Yep.
What's your thought process around that?
Yeah, so it is a scary thought, right? Where it's like, how do I maintain that down home feel while scaling my business? And AI offers some really awesome scalability tools. But yeah, what's the question? How do I make sure I still, because everybody wants their HVAC guy, and when you're small, it's easy to be that's my HVAC guy, and it's easy, right? But scaling authenticity is difficult. At the end of the day, we're going into an AI world, and you're not going to be able to keep up if you don't adopt. And so my mindset around AI and the way we're headed, and Chirp 2.0 is all about AI and how this works, and is scaling your authenticity as a human being. And the only way really you're going to be able to do that is to learn AI well enough to train it to do the things that you would do. And basically, so what I would say before, when we were talking about texting, and they go, well, I didn't write the text, it's not authentic. We go, well, you wrote it first. Just because you sent it to 100 people doesn't mean that it's not authentic. It's still your message and your thing. Just like when I did the webinar and sent that to,
Right.
thousands and thousands of people. I did it once. I recorded the webinar once, but it was able to produce, a whole lot for me. The next era is, how do I train my agents so that it's still my training and me as a person being put out into the world through AI. And so that's really the only way I see a company adopting AI and maintaining authenticity, is by learning it well enough to be able to say, yeah, this is, it's me within that training. Because no, there's no real AI. AI is not a real thing.
Right.
It's just a bunch of, data. And so if you're training that data yourself, you trained it in the way that you would do business, and now it's just turning you into a superhuman. It's turning the way that you would talk and the way you do things into the ability to express it to 1,000 people at one time.
Yeah.
And so it's just an amplifier if you do it right.
Yeah, I love your answer. I feel like your answer was authentic, frankly, using the word authenticity, because, people don't like to hear it because they do love to hear, yeah, we're people and it's going to always be people. But the truth is, if you want to scale, there's only so much. You're just not going to be able to keep up with everybody
Yeah.
else.